The kids can't talk to him. He's my man. He's my man. So I was like, that's not happening. So, anyways, that's the whole reason why I joined the military. I'm like, listen, me no want ice come for my baby father, I know, and them something there. So I had to get an MOS that would ship me earlier.
Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Rose House. So tonight I'll be doing a quick video just kind of explaining my military journey to you guys. I've gotten 3 persons requesting me to do this video from a long time. Finally got the time to do a sit down, so here we go tonight. No, this video is just my journey. I can't talk for anybody else, and my journey when I was in the military, not anybody else. All right, so just telling you guys that. So stick around for information. You're gonna hear a lot of information, and if y'all have any questions, y'all know where to find us on Instagram or Facebook, the Rose House. For those persons who are new, my name is Tiana. And for the persons who have been supporting all our videos, supporting our channel, we really appreciate you guys. Welcome back to another video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share once you're getting information from our content. All right, guys, so let's go right into the video. Babe, correct me if I am saying anything, whatever's. All right, guys, so probably I'm gonna have to do a part 2 in this video. Let's see how that goes. So I have my little notes here that I jot down because I want to make sure that I'm touching on the hot spot that everybody, the hot topics. So when did I join? So I joined the military in August 2016. Right, so I was living in New York at the time. I joined the military August 2016. However, I was on a program that's called, as a green card holder at the time, I was on a program that is like a delayed entry. I think that's the name, a delayed entry program. So my MOS, right? So that's my job in the military. My first MOS was a 68 Juliet, and that's a medical supply specialist, something like that, medical, right? Now, my first duty station, or where I would go for training, which is basic training, is Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Now, rewind a little bit. I joined the military because one of my friends convinced me to join the military. Lishan, if you're watching this, big up yourself every time. I love you so much, girl. Thank you for pushing me and believing in me. So my friend convinced me to join the military. Why? No, I was living here a few months before Chris and Tiaja came here, right? No, Tiaja was born here back in the days. But when we decided to fully live here in America, I was living here a few months before Chris and Tiaja decided to come here. No, I had my green card, and and Chris didn't have his green card. No, we would ask persons, thing and thing. We can't say everything on video, but we would ask person, and the first thing we would get was, girl, if my married to your man, you're not getting back, or if you want to swallow, or he answer me, or if my married to him, you can't call his phone, the kids can't talk to him. He's my man. He's my man. So I was like, that's not happening. So anyways, that's the whole reason why I joined the military. Christopher Rose. I've probably never said this in public, but Chris Rose made me join the military. So yeah, I joined the military for my family, basically, to keep my family together. So that was our only way at the time, and to maintain our relationship, to maintain the family or family ethics with Tiaja. It was only Tiaja at the time. That's why I joined the military. So I joined the military August 2016. When I went to sign up for the military, I was I was 165 pounds. So I'm very short, or 150. No, I was 155. I'm very short, guys. I'm very short. I'm only 5'1", right? So I was 155 pounds, and I don't remember some of the terminologies. If you're in the military, correct me, please. Whatever your age to your weight to your height to your age has to be something on it. I don't remember the terminology. But anyways, long story short, I was overweight. So because me did overweight, me did have to lose weight tremendously in order to go to training. So my recruiter put me on cabbage soup, and I survived on cabbage soup for 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks, babe? For 2 weeks, which is not healthy. Don't do that. But drastic time call for drastic measures, or the other way around. But I went from 155 down to 137 in like 2 weeks. When I swore in, I was 137. When I went to Long Island? Yes. So yes, guys. So I had to lose weight. So that's the first thing. If you're overweight, lose the weight. Run, do your thing and lose the weight. Start prep your body, as Chris said. Yeah, don't be like me. No, disclaimer. In the military's eyes, or in the other soldiers' eyes, I joined the military 2016. So I was 26 years old. So in their eyes, I'm very old, very, very old. So some of the things that they were doing, it wasn't easy for me. I had a C-section that was like 2012 to 16 hours, 4 years. So I was still, tender and stuff like that. And a girl just lazy. So joined 2016, was delayed, was in the delayed entry program. And then January 2017, right? The president before this president sent out ICE. And then, we're there in New York, and when we hear about these things, we get afraid. So I'm like, Jesus, peace. Them are going to send ICE come, and, we don't want Chris. He wasn't here illegally. But, when you're up on your visa for long or whatever the case is. So, yes. So we were afraid of ICE. And then my uncle served in the military for 20 years. And then he was like my mentor, still is. And I called him, and he told me exactly what to do. So I went ahead and I switched my MOS to 92 Alpha, because that MOS was shipping at a faster date than the 68 Juliet. Now, if you are interested in the military, or you're enlisted to go after training, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't want to get in depth, right? This is for the persons who have interest in joining the military. So you should have been doing your research already, right? So anyways, 92 Alpha was shipping earlier. Was shipping the March. This is now 2017. So I switched my MOS to March 27 to 92 Alpha to be shipped March 2017, because I'm like, listen, me no want ice come for my baby father, and them something there. So I had to get a MOS that would ship me earlier. They had another MOS which was a mechanic, and that wasn't for me. So went to training March 2017. I trained in South Carolina, Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Trained there for, I don't remember how many weeks, but I graduated. So from March to May, I graduated May 8th, I think. And then I did my advanced individual training, which is AIT, at Fort Lee, Virginia. Now, when I was in, at the time, this is now 2017, when you join the military, you said you would get your citizenship, right? So they put in my N400, my citizenship paper and stuff while I was in training. And then on your day of graduation, when you're graduating basic training, now remember, guys, disclaimer, I'm just talking from my experience and how it was back in those days. I don't know anything about what's happening in 2023. All right. So anyways, they would do the citizenship program, the citizenship award on basic training or on your graduation day. Now Tiana's name didn't call up to get our citizenship, so me start fret, because remember now, girl joined military with a EM. Girl got in the military with a EM, right? So I didn't get my citizenship until I went to AIT. So I got my citizenship like the second week of AIT. So remember now, girl had her aim. She go in the military. Yeah. So, rewind a little bit. When I left New York, so the bus picked me up at Brooklyn, at MEPS in Brooklyn, and that was a very traumatizing day for me. I don't like to talk about it. Chris just dropped me off, and them picked me up, and it was hell. I hated it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I hated it. Just hugging my child and just saying bye-bye. I hated it. They flew me from New York to, I don't remember where we connected. Was it New York straight to South Carolina?
No, you connect somewhere.
I connected somewhere. Not remember.
Maryland, I think.
Maryland?
Yeah.
I connected somewhere. They flew from New York to somewhere, and then from there to Fort Jackson. And we have one knapsack power back, left everything. Anyways, I think one knapsack. We weren't allowed to bring anything. And of course, the Jamaican in me and the mom in me, and because I'm so prissy and girly and stuff, brought a lot of things, and I had to throw away everything. So ask your recruiter that. But guys, it's a very, that day, it was so hard. That was March 6, 2017. And I'm telling you guys, when I got off that flight and I met the person that picked me up at the airport, the bus that picked me up at the airport was okay. And then they put us in our barracks for like a week. That's in processing. That was hell. But me think that I did hell. When we left in processing and to go to our actual units, that was hell. It was really bad for me emotionally, but we had to push through. I had a goal. I met amazing people in the military, Jamaicans as well. Morrison, I think with the prank that I did up with my mom, Morrison was the one who called big up yourself, because listen, Jamaican as well, and trust me, him pushed me through training. But met amazing people, but life, basic training at the time was hell for me. While I was in training, you have to do all the hurdles, everything. You have to do everything. And if you're going to go in there with attitude and stuff, nobody do it. They're going to take set point. So just do what them tell you to do. It's 8 weeks. You'll get over it. Boo-hoo. Right? If you have to go in the military, just do what you have to do. So that's basically it when it comes on to my training. When I went to AIT, which is to train for my job, it was much easier. You still have to follow the rules, but it was much easier. And by that time, I did already roll, but they already inject me with so much injection and give me so much pill. I don't know myself. So by that time, it did easy. Really and truly did easy. Screech your cell phone and something. They did easy. AIT is more educational, you focus on what your job will be. And girl, very smart, and so graduated at the top of our class, Tiana Mandison Rose. So that was easy for me because of the education. I kind of have little brains when it come on to there. So that was it. When I joined, where I trained, and my MOS 92 Alpha, Automated Logistics Specialist, the best MOS out there. All right. Life in the military. Being in the after I finished training now, oh, let me give you guys a joke. So when we were choosing our first duty station, right, we had a choice between Korea or another duty station in the US. Now, because girl, a country shouldn't really know anything, I said there was a base in Washington. No, I thought, so a lot of person asked me this, how me end up at Washington State? This is how I ended up there, right? So I didn't know that there was a base in Washington. I didn't know Washington State existed. I didn't know one place named Seattle. When I was choosing my duty station, I was choosing Washington, D.C. Because I'm from New York, I'm like, okay, cool, daddy can drive down and come see me at weekend time. Didn't know, nothing like that happened. So I chose Washington State. When the paper come back, yay, private first class, Mandison Rose, you're going to Fort Lewis. Fort Lewis, put in address. Two separate in the United States. So St. Chris, when Chris looked it up, we realized that we are going way over Chuku. So long story short, that's how I ended up in Washington. I didn't know there was another Washington. I thought it was just one Washington. Chose Washington, ended up in Washington State. But I loved it there. Loved it there. Washington really made me who I am today. All right, so being in the military, when you finish training now and you come home and you go on your duty station and you're show off in your uniform and so, oh my God, I'm a soldier and I made it, and like if I can do it, you can do it. Pretty easy, yeah? Now, where I was my unit, me I got left that right there, so like who were to be okay were okay, and who were to not be okay were not okay. Now, as a female in the military, this is where it gets hard. Now, remember now, guys, I'm a mom, right? I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, right? If you don't have, if you're not strong-headed, they will take advantage of you, period. If they know, well, they know that you're immigrants, they take advantage of you, period. And the military, in my opinion, is very sexist. Meaning, being a female in the military, it's very hard. How dare you being a black female in the military and you're getting the same benefits as me? No, we're gonna make your life a living hell. So my life was like a living hell being in my unit. Now, probably if I was in another unit at another duty station or somewhere of the sort, and let's not say at another duty station, probably if I was in another unit, I would still be in the military today. But it wasn't for me. Emotionally, it wasn't for me. I was missing out on Tiaja. Chris had to do everything. Take her to school, pick her up. No, I would take her to school in the morning sometime. She had to be out of the house by 6 o'clock because I had PT by 6 o'clock. So she had to be out of the house from 5:30 for me to reach a PT 6 o'clock. So emotionally, it just wasn't healthy for us. Or my marriage was going down the drain. That's another thing. What else? I started school. One good thing out of it, I started school, bought my first house. We bought our first house, what, babe? The other year, 2018. So, went to training 2017, bought our first house 2018. But you have to go in the military with goals. What's your goal? Why are you joining the military? You just join the military for put on the people in uniform. You just join the military because you want something out of it, or you just join the military because that's the only job you can get. No, that's what you have to focus on. Like, why am I joining the military? No, for me, in basic training, I injured my knees. Now, when we were in basic training, when we were doing the Nick at Night, I had on my, full body armor, and I injured my knees. No, they told us, because they tell us so many things. So they told us if we go to sick call, we're not going to get to graduate. So, of course, I want to graduate. I want to go home to Chris and Asia. So I suck it up. And the knee got worse. Then from one knee to the next knee, got worse. When I was in AIT, I couldn't keep it anymore, so I went to sick call. I documented it. I actually had inflammation in the knee, and then you just start your military career and you're already injured. And being a female, being black and being Jamaican, and you're injured in the military, the first thing I was say, okay, she's lying. So I got that a lot. So that one kind of, made me depressed as well. But anyways, I went to my duty station and I did what I had to do at the time. I didn't stay long in the military, but I achieved a lot. I spent 2+ years in the military. And what I achieved in the 2+ years, girl, very ambitious. And when you have the support, like my husband is very supportive and my parents are very, very supportive. So it's like you have that push no matter what. I would cry to go to work in the mornings, but I know that I had the support and I know why I joined the military. So, with that being said, guys, in 1 year, I bought my house. In when I came out of training, I had how much, babe, did we make in our account? I went into training with like $0 in my account, but when we came out of training, it was like
12 to 15.
about $12,000 in just in training. 15, and then Chris purchased our first vehicle. Well, no, that was our second vehicle, but we had a white VW car. He purchased that cash, and then, we got our apartment. It was a brand new apartment, very nice, cute apartment, gym, pool, all of that. And then I was like, I learned about my benefits after the fact. We were sitting down, my Nigerian friends, and I love my Nigerian friends. If y'all are watching this, big up on yourself. Y'all teach me a lot. So my Nigerian friends and I were sitting down, we were talking about a house, and we were like, okay, I'm paying $1,500 in rent. You have benefits, you can buy a house. Now, I thought we couldn't access our benefits until we got out of the military. That's not the case. So I went and do my research, because that's what I do. I love reading, love doing research. So I went and do my research, and then I found out I could use my VA loan while being on active duty. So that's exactly what we did. So we got the apartment March 2017, and we got the apartment August 2017. I'm sorry, guys. August 2017, and by March 2018, we were in our home. We bought a home. So we didn't even spend a year in the apartment. And so we used our VA benefits to do that. And then we were on like our third vehicle, because we bought a vehicle. We did sell the VW. Chris got a Hyundai. It was like a big shell. We never liked it. Then him switch it. Him buy one Audi first cash, and then he did a leak oil. We get rid of it. Then him buy one Hyundai. Take out one Hyundai, financed it. We did a paper on that. That was like a shell. And then when we got the house, I switched and I got my first Lexus, guys. Oh my God. And Lexus. No, the gray one. The gray one was a shell. I got my first Lexus, right? And Lexus give military discount, by the way. Hint. So if you're looking to purchase a vehicle, like most car dealerships give that anyways, right? So I got my first Lexus, and then Chris switched this to another Hyundai, which was Sport. That was very nice. That was a very nice vehicle. And then so basically we achieved a lot while in the military. Chris got his green card, and I got out of the military. I said it was time to go. I had to make a decision, and I said it was time to go. So I med board. I medically got out of the military. No, I will not talk on the med board process. That's for you to do your research or ask your Pueblo, or it's all over the internet. Nobody not hiding it, but it's not for Tiana to say. But anyways, I got out of the military, med boarded. So now I am on disability, right? No, that was 2019 when I got out of the military and started my business before I got out of the military. I started Opulent before I got out, because, we always have to have a plan, right? So started my business, and then, just worked until last year we decided. No, actually, we wanted to move from Washington way before, but we knew we weren't going to move back to New York. So we just kind of waited until Mommy cussed me out and be like, yeah, y'all have to move now, because Washington is just too far. So hence why we're living in Georgia. So we bought our second home. Sold the first one. We did not use a VA loan to purchase the second home. We used push it to the business. And I changed my vehicle. What is the name, babe? To a GX, another Lexus, another Lexus. Military discount. When I say military discount, guys, don't even think I'm talking like in the thousands. That's like 500 to $1,500 instead of give a military discount at Lexus, right? Probably $500 off. But when you're dealing with one dealership, they kind of treat you well and stuff. So I'm just labeling out the things, to be honest, guys, like your benefits from joining the military. No, if you're stupid, Tasha, check on the lasagna, please. If you're stupid and don't make the right decisions, you will wreck your life being in the military, right? I went through depression. I went through anxiety in the military. I injured my C-section while I was in the military. My ears got infected while I was in the military. I had to do syringe on my... It's burning? Babe, help her take that out, please. I had to do ear thing while I was in the military. While at the range, one of the pellets touched my neck right here, so I had a big scar, right, one big burn right here. That was really bad. Injured my knees. We were moving heavy equipment and the equipment fell on my knee, so I had a huge black and blue scar on my knee, sore up my knee. So it comes with its, it comes with its headache. But if you are smart, you can be very successful from joining the United States military. That much I can tell you. No, I'm not gonna get into the Army versus the Navy versus the Air Force versus the Marine. I was in the Army, so I can only speak on the Army. No, did I love it? No. Did I have to do it? No. But did I want to do it? Yes. Did I join the military again? Teja is standing there. No, I would not. Would I do reserve? Probably. On a long stretch, probably. But because of my injury, I would have to get a lot of waiver, which probably wouldn't be worth it. So, for the persons who are thinking of joining the military, if you have an aim, go ahead. I'm not going to tell you don't join it. Go ahead. You get a lot of benefits, right? Like me, if you're like a cheap Susan like me, everywhere I go, do you give military discount? Do you give military discount? Do you give military discount? I'ma ride it, I started school in 2018, and as you guys can see, if you were on our channel from last year, you would see that I graduated in 2022. I got my bachelor's degree in healthcare management. The military sent me to school, right? Never pay $1 for go to school. I love that for me, Chris is pushing me to go get my master's. I don't love that for me, but it not gonna take nothing out of my pocket, so I love that for me. So if you have your goals and, you write them down on a piece of paper and you pray over them and God said, this is what you should do, go ahead and do it. Now, remember, guys, I'm talking from 2016 to 2019, right? I don't know what is happening in the military now. More than sometimes I'm watching some news and stuff and it just pisses me off. But when it comes down to that, I can't give you any judgment on what is happening in the military now. I can just tell you from what Tiana Specialist Manderson Rose went through, my few years in the military. I know people that have spent 20 years in the military, But as a female, as I said, it's not easy. And I know females that are now master sergeants and captains, Jamaicans too, So you can go very, very, very far. Do your research. And if you're coming out of the military and you're signing your paperwork, say, long story short, you're getting medically discharged, please read your paperwork. The lawyer that they assign you, if you don't understand what the word is mean, go ask them. Ask them 100 times, because I signed a paper and now I'm trying to change what's on the paper. So guys, please, I'm begging you, read, do your research and ask questions. Even if the questions sound stupid, ask questions and hints. When you're joining the military, look up your BAH rates in the state that you're in, right? Because different states, different BAH money. So, for instance, New York, if you're joining out of New York, nice BAH money. Versus if you're joining out of a Georgia, probably BAH is not so, But who to tell? Me love money, so joining out of New York, Nice BH. Whole career in the military, and I didn't deploy and go to there and got this and that. No, it was in and out in a flash. Got what I need. I got more than what I needed. But you know, God is good, and you have to have your head on your body. We're Jamaicans. Come on, we don't play. I don't know about y'all, but I love working and I love freedom and I love making my family proud. So that's my goal. Now I have 2 girls. I still go to the VA for, I get my health care through the VA, obviously. So, you know, they're like my second family because I'm there like all the time, every month. So just do what you have to do. There's a lot of benefits in joining the military. You get your home benefits, you get business benefits. I've never used the business benefits, really. I need to look into that. When you're getting out of the military, they train you depending on how you're getting out. Like some people really go in the military and do dumb shit and then they just throw them out. But you know, like good girls like me, that they, you know, they train you and do all of that. So yeah, you know, you go to school for free. Who don't want to go to school for free? Exactly, guys. So now probably someone will ask the question, would I allow Tasia to join the Tasia or Tenille? No, Tenille is here. Would you allow Tasia and Tenille to join the military? As an enlisted soldier, probably no. I'd probably tell her go straight into being an officer. But I know one of her dreams is to join the military. She always says she want to join it, you know, just to carry on what I left out. Because probably if I wasn't injured, I wouldn't come out. But it ain't for me. It ain't for me. But anyways, guys, this is the end of the video, really and truly. I think I need to do a part 2. If you guys want more in-depth information, comment below. Ask me questions. Like, I'm always in the comments. Ask me questions and I'll answer them in regards to the military. Questions that can be found on Google. Don't ask any personal questions, guys. But that's basically that. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope I was being very clear, very transparent, very informative. Go get it. If that's what you want to do, go join the military. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. Listen, I'm a girly girl, and if I can do it, you can, right? It's normal to think that Lord Jesus may come out dead. Listen, when them dope you up with them injection there and them pill there and them something, you're not even gonna remember about that. So listen, whether you're dead or not. And the military really changed me for the better. I'm not so emotionally inclined with things anymore. Like if a dirt, period. I'm just kidding, guys. But really and truly, it changed me. You know, mommy kind of grew me very strict. So the military just added that, you know, top tier discipline in my life. So mommy said I don't have no heart since me joined the military. What do you think about that, babe? Oh, Krishna, listen. What do you think about that, Tasia?
I like everybody tell you change, I know you still can't come back. But
Them say me change and me not come back. But listen, guys, I needed it. I got nicer. So me never nice then?
Well, I don't
Tasia,
remember.
you know, say your mother don't get nice.
Mommy gets nice. Mommy got nice.
Guys, listen. I'm not gonna say I was a fool, but I was very naive. And the military opened my eyes to say enough to trust people and people wicked and bad and evil. Yeah, guys. You see, my first sergeant, when I got my first Lexus, I'm a drive go to work, the woman was like, oh, a PFC driving a more expensive vehicle than me. I'm only driving a Jeep. My sergeant at the time asked me if cold baby already. My sergeant at the time asked me if Chris was in DRUGS. Plain. So them very bad minded at the military too. You see, when you're black and you know pretty and stuff like that. I'm kidding, guys, but when you're a female and when you're black, we go through shit in the military. So you just have to hold your head up. They want you to sleep with them in order for you to get ranks and stuff like that. So just be careful as a female. Just be careful and just have your head by your body. Screw on your head by your body. Screw on your head by your body. 10 toes deep and grind. We go through a lot of shit in the military. And I told my family, right, some of the things some of the things that I've been through in basic training, I will never ever say to them. That I'm gonna keep that to myself. I will never ever say to them. It's an emotional journey. Mommy was just, she cried for everything. Like if one of my eyelashes them drop out right now, she go cry. So she was just an emotional wreck. But we went through it. I'm not gonna say I went through it. We went through it as a family, as a team, and here we are today, living off of them benefits. So hey. But anyways, guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me them. I'm open to answering questions. Military spouse, do you have anything to say? If somebody here is a military spouse, you want to give them any words of encouragement?
You know my thing, support. If you don't have nobody for support,
Daddy Rose says support. If you don't have nobody for support you, you're not gonna make it in the military. Yeah. Now if you're a one man show, you know your family is back home, and you know nobody feel live fine. You just want to go in the military, go bust 2 shots and then something. Then it's a different thing. But like for me, that had a family, yeah. The military is the first place I've been, the first job I've done that I've seen so much suicide. That will ruin you. Like literally a soldier, I was talking to her today. Like, see, I talked to her today. And the next morning we went to work and she was gone. She killed herself. So talk to somebody about it. You know, they say they have IG and they have this and it's an open door policy and all of that. Don't believe that. But talk to somebody about it. I didn't fall for their, oh, it's an open door policy, come and talk to us, you know, depression, da 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 da. Yeah, it's there and we appreciate it, but I don't believe in their open door policy, because open door, you're going to tell us business, your whole platoon know about it. So just be careful as a female. If you're a male and wanting to join, I'm not going to say the journey is easy, because I don't know what being in the military is in 2023. Like last week, my dad told me about this soldier that died. He was living in the Bronx, where his another soldier hit him, stab him up with the E-tool. You know, it's like a shovel thing. So that's just crazy. You know, you always have crazy people joining, and the military save a lot of people. The military save a lot of people. Some persons are living on their parents' couch, and the military is the only thing what can save them. So you have a lot of hoo-has who join the military, literally. So you just have to be careful, guys. You know, like put some eyes in the back of your head. Put your back against the wall. Put 2 more eyes in front of you. Stay 10 toes deep and just grind. It's not easy. Not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. It wasn't easy for me. I don't know about now. But, you know, that's basically it. You know, if you're joining now, you know, stay abreast with what is happening in the news. Stay abreast. I mean, you can't stop yourself from not going to war. Hint, hint. But just stay abreast of what is happening and be prepared. That's the most I can say. Be prepared. Don't let anything frighten you. If you join today and they say, okay, them get up and say you have to go there, so tomorrow, that's just how it is. As you heard the president before, the one that's here now, you knew what you signed up for. So the minute you put your signatures on that paper, you know what you sign up for. You give your life away to America, basically. One of the forms, when you're in MEPS, one of the things they ask you, should you die, who do you want to release your body to? You're going to have to put somebody's name on that. You know what I mean? So it ain't no joke. You go going at people in the military and hee-ha. Don't even do it, because I don't want to be at home sitting watching TV and then I see somebody out there, I flash them weapon all over, not having it down, and just a lot of things that gets me upset. That's why we just stay away from the news. So if you know you go in there and make it worse than what it is, don't even join it. Try to make it better. So I'm here cheering you guys on, whoever it is. Hoo-ha! And you know, go ahead and make me proud. If this video has touched you in some way, or you know what, if you come back from training, you don't have to say anything now. Go to training, come back, send me a DM and let me know how it was. I'm praying for you guys. Anybody, probably it's not you, probably you know somebody who is about to join, or you know somebody who is in the service, you know, tell them to stay prayed up. The military made me more in depth with my faith. If I never got it, trust me, Me probably would have mad. Even one time when I couldn't find Chris could have find me while I was in training. That's an we have to give him part 2, babe. One we could have find Chris could have find me and me could have find him. Red Cross go out. I forgot to the pastor and cry so I can't find my husband and my daughter. Yeah. Part 2 coming. If you guys want a part 2, in-depth part 2, comment below and say part 2 and we'll give you a part 2 video. But until next time, guys, we will see you in another video. Keep the faith, don't give up. I probably should tell myself that too, babe. Keep the faith, Tiana. Don't give up. But see you in the next video, guys. Bye.